gotcha. We're gonna show you how to catch and cook an owl.
Oh boy, another coffee can of possum.
Oh my God.
Look at that. I'm just gonna go ahead and put this guy right here.
Look how precious.
This big sweet potato baby roadrunner. Good evening.
Oh no.
All right, everybody, we're at the Baylor Club right now, and these little guys fell through the roof in the stadium. These little guys just fell right through the roof. This is Baylor University Stadium. And how those raccoons got up there, I have no idea. And we've gotten raccoons and other animals from a lot of crazy places, but this is the first time we've gotten babies from a stadium. But I'm gonna go ahead and keep these guys in quarantine, and when we realize they don't have parvo or rabies, then we can just go ahead and put them right with the other babies we have. But that is so funny. But all right, everybody, this little guy is doing a lot better now. Starting to look more like a roadrunner every day. And my friend found a bunch of dead wild rats at his house, so I'm gonna go ahead and give this to Boo Boo. There you go, buddy. Oh, precious little creature. They sure do grow up fast. Boo Boo, where'd you go? Oh, sadly, it sounds like he trapped the mom. But this cringe fox still comes up here on the porch, even though they've both been released. Here you go, you little goober. Oh, this happens every time I see this door crack. But it's really important for these guys to, and this is actually the ideal diet for a little baby coyote, or a dog even. And this roadrunner's doing a lot better now, but look at this, you guys. Gort's on my porch. Good evening, Gort. Oh no! You guys are always welcome back inside whenever you want, you know. Precious little fellas. I like letting these guys free range up here because they're trimming my lawn. Between the Cappies, the Roos, and Boo Boo, they do a pretty good job. I'm finally getting caught up on all the videos, you guys. I'm finally getting caught up. You will have seen this a month ago, but look how precious these little fellas are. The baby and the Cappy sleeping in the sand for today.
Greetings, Sigmas. Today I'm going to be doing a few things. I'm going to be injecting this little pinky here with some amoxicillin. I'm going to be drinking some of this epic Five Nights at Freddy's drink.
Hey, couldn't help but notice you haven't liked the video yet.
This is our precious little baby roadrunner, and he eats these pinkies. All right, you guys, I'll show you how I do this. I just go ahead, I open his beak a little bit, I put it in there, and I say, yum, 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 yum. And he should just swallow that on his own, but he won't eat on his own for some reason, even after 3 days of having.
I also caught this little black bullhead, and now he lives in my fish tank.
Oh, yeah, baby. Woo! Well, right now, Matt is ripping out this nasty little fence line here.
And like I said before, this is the cheap floodplain land that we get to use for our fawn rehab.
All right, everybody, that's it for now. Take a look at this place. This is where we're going to be rehabbing our fawn. All right, everybody, welcome back to the good old-fashioned urban rescue brand. This is my beaver enclosure. Every day I go in here, probably sometimes twice a day, to clean out his little water. And I make sure he has nice, fresh, clean water at all times because he's a beaver and that's where he poops. Take a look at this. I also like to put these grasses here by the water. He can munch on stuff while he's eating. I also have a ton of willow saplings I put in here. Plus a huge oak branch that I got from our other property that we just got. This is Mr. Crockerton. It's Beaver's little contact comfort animal, but he's gotten kind of nasty since we moved him out here. But I don't have a knife, so I'm just gonna have to use this diamond sword to cut up this big sweet potato. This guy probably will eat it though if I just let him have this whole thing. Not that hard, you guys. You just need a diamond sword. Yeah. All right, that's good. So I'll give him this, oats, little rodent pellets, all kinds of other things, but mostly he just eats grasses and wood and then these little saplings here. All right, I'll go ahead and leave that in there for his protection. I think he'll be fine. But this is all this little beaverton needs on a day-to-day basis. He's got lots of little logs in here to chew on as well, and he is getting to that point where he should start to eat a lot more wood, but he just loves his sweet potato. This peacock that someone surrendered to us has a messed up leg, so I have a special medicated feed for him. Looks like he can walk around just fine. I think he just needs to be in restricted mobility for a while. But all right, everybody, this little green heron has eaten all of the little minnows in here, and he's ready to go up to our pond for his soft release. And Bevo still has all this fresh wood to chew on, but it's getting real hot and dry here in Waco, Texas, mid-July. Thankfully, we have this beautiful little oasis here that stays full year-round. Even when we have a horrible drought and the grass starts to die, everything here stays. Oh, and there's the other little guy that I released. That's the other heron that I already released. I'm just gonna go ahead and put this guy right here, and now he can live here with him. And I'm gonna leave them both alone so they can be reunited. But that's awesome. Both of those little guys both live comfortably here now. And like I said before, we have so many minnows in there that it's not even funny. And I started eating all this watermelon, but I gave the rest to the baby. Look how precious my little babies are. Boo boo. All right, everybody, this is not a baby roadrunner. This is an adult or juvenile. Oh, get another call, Uncle Ben. But this is what I do to feed him. He still won't bite things out of my hands because he's stupid. As long as I put something in his mouth, it's a lot harder to do this with one hand. Look at that. He will usually just eat it. Look at that. Just like the owls, he'll basically just throw it back. What a beautiful creature. But we thought this was a baby, and he is nowhere near a baby. He was just missing half of his feathers from that dog attack. In a few days, we can take his cast off, and he'll be ready to run around again.
And we also finally got our first Mississippi kite of the year. This guy is just a hatchling.
And Sky did an amazing job of raising this little guy to fledge all by herself.
All right, everybody, today's the big day. I'm going to be catching these owls. And this barred owl has been playing real friendly with the other great horned owls. I'm going to go ahead and move him over there with the other big boys. He is also very close to being ready to be released. But look how beautiful that animal is.
Okay, guys, as you can see, it's been a while since I cut the grass here, so it's going to be kind of hard for me. Hello, beautiful baby boy. Boop, boop, boop.
Yeah, I'm just going to carry these guys over there like they're in a hammock because I feel like it would stress them out a little too much to put them in a towel. Look at this, you guys. We got a little duck egg. This is our first duck egg of the year. I'm going to eat that. All right, everybody, here he is. This is going to be this little fella's new home. As you can see, there's another little fella up there. He's very excited to have a friend again. Beautiful little animal. Now, he's going to be just fine in here with these other great horned owls that he actually grew up with before. And it looks like they both flew over here to greet him.
Greetings, Sigmas. Today, we're going to show you how to catch and cook an owl. Owl for dinner tonight.
I don't want to stress this guy out and have him flying into the cage walls any more than he needs to, but look at this beautiful creature. Gotcha! But okay, little fella, welcome to your new flight pen. This little guy is going to be just fine in here with them as well. All 5 of these owls are here together. This shouldn't be a problem at all. Part of me was a little bit concerned about the barred owl being in here with the great horned owl. With this much space, I don't think it'll be a problem, and I've seen a lot of rehabs have these little guys together. I'm going to keep a close eye on them for the next hour or two. Now I can go ahead and buy a lot more rats and cut all the grass in here and just put all the rats in here. As soon as these guys can prove to me one more time, and I have seen them hunting a lot, that they can effectively hunt rats and mice, we'll officially be ready to go back to the wild. And look at this beautiful little creature. I don't think having these 2 species together will be a problem at all. Look at my dog, Boo Boo. The baby loves hanging out on and by the front porch for some reason, even though he could go over by the pond and everywhere else here. I know these guys have a nest somewhere in here, but they're also randomly laying eggs on the ground for me. This nasty gloop glop is the food for these little baby skunkertons. All right, everybody, this hawk is about ready to go outside to a flight pen. We are feeding him little squirrels and things that did not make it, and he's doing great at eating them. And as you can see, the eye that was injured is a different color now, but it's not twitching as much, and I think it's healed up. How strange is that it's changed colors? This is our little heterochromia red-tailed hawk. We also have these cringe raccoons in quarantine. Keep them in quarantine for 2 weeks until we're positive that they don't have rabies, or parvo, or distemper, or any of the other little things. And look how precious these little fellas are.
And this is random, but I thought you guys might be interested in this little turtle nest we found.
Uh-oh. We will not be able to rescue these. No, those are turtle eggs for sure. But this is what a turtle egg looks like. Look at that. And they've been baking in the sun, so they're definitely not going to hatch now. All right, everybody, this is my last batch of rats. After the owls go through these, they are ready to be released. Ooh, almost hit this person. Serves them right for driving a puke green Kia Soul. This will be the last batch of rats that I put in here. There's plenty of little places for them to hide in here, but they can't escape. But all these guys are eventually going to get hunted, and they still have lots of shelter, so it's not just them shooting fish in a barrel in here. But these are the last batch of rats I'm going to put in here before these guys eventually get released. And the owls can learn if they see movement like that in the tall grass, that's where they need to dive. And this little guy's already locked in on one. But this is what mamas will do, you guys. They'll feed their little babies just like that. And that's why if you find a little grackle like that on the ground, mama's still taking care of them. And so is daddy too, apparently. Look at that. All right, everybody. Somebody just brought in this baby bunny that was already dead when it got here. So at least we are honoring the animal by putting it to good use. I do need to put a little bit more water here in Gustavo's enclosure. Look at that precious little baby. But that little green heron is down there eating all the minnows. And I also see them coming up here to eat them. And this is where my little vultures hang out. These guys are now fledging out completely, so I don't spend as much time with them anymore. And now when I feed them, I exclusively give them dead fish or other little things from our freezer. They have free range of this entire flight pen, and it's 200 feet along this whole thing that they can fly, and a spot over there for them to perch and turn. And this is twice the size of what I legally really need to rehabilitate eagles and osprey. And pretty soon this pond is going to be really nice and filtered so that year-round we'll have little fish in here for the eagles and osprey to hunt. And if I put some nice shade cloth up here, then it won't get nasty at all. But look how beautiful this is. Happy moment. Oh boy, another coffee can of possums.
At this point, you guys, I literally don't even film half the stuff we get.
Get over here, Kumala.
Also, I'm sitting on a mound of footage that I have to edit through, and I want to show you guys all the cool stuff that's happened. I just don't know how. So let me know in the comments how you'd like me to do that. And Matt already had a bulldozer for another job, so he gave us a great deal on a few ponds for the whitetail rehab. And because this area is in a floodplain, it should stay nice and full.
Man.
And we hit the water table.
Oh, yeah, baby. And those are two nasty hackberry hybrid things that we just do not need here. And there it is, the last two trees that were taken out of here. Oh my God, look how many there are. Skibbity.